Guys, today we're going to use the foot as a way of diagnosing the liver. And of course, my disclaimer here is that you're not really diagnosing a liver disease. You have to go to the doctor and have them do tests to figure that out. But this will give you some good clues on a potential problem with your liver. Okay? That being said, let's dive in. And these are just little indicators that can actually help you narrow things down. First thing we're going to talk about is the little red and brown dots. They can be larger and smaller. And you can also have like a little shininess to them. They're usually on the lower leg. That is poor circulation. And that is usually a liver problem. It could also be diabetes. It could be many other things, but you see this a lot when people have liver problems. So the actual appearance of the lower leg and the foot gives a lot of great information about the overall health of the person, because the heart has to send blood all the way down to your feet and then back through the vascular system. And usually if there's a liver problem or a heart problem, whatever, there's going to be a vascular problem. And you're going to see it in this part of your body a lot because of the poor circulation that's occurring. So a lot of these problems happen at the greatest distance from the heart. And also even with diabetes, for example, you see neurological problems in your feet and your hands because of that fact, because it affects the distal fingers, which is the point furthest away from the heart. Okay, so you'll see red and brown little discoloration type specks on the lower leg, and then something called spider veins, or another name would be spider nevis, which usually see this in cirrhosis. And what's happening to the liver is you're building up a lot of estrogen, and too much estrogen can affect the vascular system. So you can see varicose veins and spider veins, and you can see them in the lower legs. Then we have cracked heels, okay? This is usually a vitamin B3 deficiency or an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency. Why? Because one of the functions of the liver is to make bile and help you absorb these fatty acids, not just omega-3 fatty acids, but vitamin A, which could be involved in the skin, vitamin E, which could be involved in the skin. Those are fat-soluble vitamins. But vitamin B3 also affects the skin. Other B vitamins also can affect the skin as well, just how they relate to the cofactor to help the enzymes work, especially with proteins. So B3 deficiency can create a problem. Another name for that would be pellagra. People with pellagra, which is a B3 deficiency, have a lot of skin issues. All right, itching of the foot, usually in the bottom of the foot. That is a backup of fluids into the liver. It's a congested liver. It could be bile backing up, and you're getting a buildup of histamines, a congested liver, so you can have itching in the foot. Also, you can have pain or inflammation in the bottom of the foot. A lot of times people associate that with something called plantar fasciitis, when it's really not plantar fasciitis. It's just a liver problem. And then you also have hot feet. Hot feet is another symptom of a bad liver. And then we have bad odor. So you have smelly feet. Why? Because the liver is not able to detoxify correctly, and it's backing up through the skin. Usually if the liver's bad, the person's diet is pretty bad, and their entire body is backed up with garbage, especially the large intestine and the kidneys, and it's coming out through the skin. So you can't just have a really terrible, unhealthy, bad liver and have a very healthy kidney or colon. If one is bad, they're usually all pretty congested and unhealthy. Okay, pitting edema. That's where you press your finger into the lower leg and it leaves a dent and it just stays there. That's fluid backup. That's a common liver symptom. Then we have fungus, toenail fungus. People with liver problems have a higher level of fungus growing on their body because they usually have an imbalance in the microflora in the gut. And that is going to relate to an overgrowth of fungus and yeast on the outside of the body. So that's why you see like dandruff and psoriasis, toenail fungus. And then the nail bed, and it could actually happen on the hands or the feet. The nail bed is going to be white. You're going to usually lose that little moon-shaped thing, luna, down here. So it's going to be white because of the poor circulation that's occurring on that nail bed. All right, so then the next question is, what really causes liver problems? A lot of things. One big one is the side effect from medications. Another one is a lot of sugar in the diet, especially high fructose corn syrup. cooked foods. So if you're just having canned foods, which are pasteurized, and you're not having anything raw, that's eventually going to be very, very hard on the liver and the kidney. And also a lack of any vegetables. And if you're eating junk food combined with that, you have no enzymes to put in the body, no antioxidants from these vegetables. So that can be a problem. Excessive alcohol, that's a given. And then excessive protein. So if you're doing massive amounts of protein, it built up a lot of nitrogen waste. Over time, that can then overload the liver and the kidney and put a lot of stress on it. So if there is liver damage or kidney damage, you want to go a little lower on the protein, higher on the vegetables. Okay, so now what is a good diet for the liver? Now, if you're new to my channel, click the link down below. I will show you a combination of a healthy ketogenic diet and intermittent fasting. Okay, so that's what I'm going to recommend. For those of you that are not new and you've been on my channel, if you watch a lot of videos, you already know this. You're on the program. You're already getting great success. So go ahead and put your comments down below so the new people can see that that really does work. All right.